Lawyers in the SEC versus Ripple case have said that the SEC has 3 to 14% chance of success of winning this case. And so in this video, we're going to look at why the lawyers think that the SEC has such a low chance of success, and also what this might mean for XRP and you as an XRP investor. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Good evening everybody, and a warm welcome back to Enter Crypto. This is the channel where every single day I keep you updated and fully informed on everything to do with crypto. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then like, subscribe and click on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Now today we're going to be talking about the SEC, Ripple, Ripple's appeal, and basically a lawyer that's come out and said that the SEC has around 3 to 14% chance of success against Ripple. And I would even put it lower than that. So, and this is because basically the SEC has dismissed its charges against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen, who is the CEO and the executive chair. And we've also had the XRP sale ruling that went against the SEC as well. So anyway, as always guys, let's just quickly read through this article and then we'll comment after and see what we've learned. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, has a very slim chance of winning its appeal against Ripple in the ongoing lawsuit. And this is according to lawyer Bill Morgan, who has been closely following the lawsuit. Morgan, in a post on X, it was formerly Twitter, argued that there is no obvious appellable error other than in Ripple's favour regarding ODL sales, which don't meet at least 2 prongs of the Howey test, while adding that there is a very slim chance of about 3% for the SEC's success in getting an appeal against Ripple. Bill Morgan says, I don't see any obvious appellable error other than in Ripple's favour in respect of ODL sales, which don't meet at least 2 prongs of the Howey test. The SEC's prospects of success on appeal are very slim, and I feel generous today, so I am giving it 3% chance of success on appeal. And then Jeremy Hogan has come on, who is another lawyer who's got a good YouTube channel actually, who's very supportive of Ripple, and he breaks down all the sort of legalese and all the legal spiel and makes it into presents it in a way on his YouTube channel so that normal people like us can understand it. And he's put, luckily we have statistics which tell us, as you see below, the SEC has a 14.2% chance of winning on appeal. And I think it's fair to say that the manner in which the judge wrote her opinion, which was very fact-based according to him, at a minimum does not increase that chance for the SEC. So that's where we've got the numbers from 3% to 14%. Morgan's prediction came in response or in repose of another statistic shared by Jeremy Hogan, a prominent attorney who shared government data on the rate of success of appeals in different types of lawsuits, and the data suggests the SEC has a 14% chance of winning the appeal against Ripple. The SEC fought a long-drawn court battle against Ripple for 3 years before a judge ruled that the sale of XRP on crypto exchanges doesn't violate securities law. The judgment came as a major win for Ripple, which lost a significant chunk of business during the SEC lawsuit in the US as major crypto exchanges delisted XRP from their platforms. The SEC also lost an appeal against the judgment in which Judge Annalisa Torres ruled on October the 4th that the security regulator failed to meet its burden to show that there were controlling questions of law or substantial grounds for differences of opinion on the ruling. And then later on October the 19th, the SEC moved to dismiss all the charges filed against Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Executive Chair Chris Larsen, offering another major victory for Ripple and its executives. And he tweeted, today was an even better day. This is Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple 3, the SEC 0. In all seriousness, Chris and I, in a case involving no claims of fraud or misrepresentations, were targeted by the SEC in a ruthless attempt to personally ruin us and the company, so many have worked hard to build. The SEC made a serious mistake of going after Brad and Chris personally, and now they've capitulated, dismissing all charges against our executives. This is not a settlement, this is a surrender by the SEC. So this is by Stuart Alderoty. Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderoty called the SEC's move a surrender, while Ripple in its official statement deemed the SEC's move a stunning capitulation. And Morgan noted that the SEC has dismissed the rest of the case, so there will be no trial next year, and predicted the court might give a final judgment probably sometime next year. So the interesting thing about this case, or I should say the surprising thing for me personally, was that when Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse got into bother with this a couple of years ago, basically when the SEC said they were going to take Ripple to court, and also Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen as well, I remember at the time thinking, oh, this looks really bad for Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse, because usually when they do this type of thing, when they take an individual to court like this, they're in talks with other sort of serious fraud offices or the FBI to do with financial crimes and sharing of information with other government organisations. And I just thought, oh, you know, this, you're just being civilly sued by the SEC today, but when they go after individuals, there's usually other things going on in the background, and there's probably going to be an arrest coming soon. Because they all share intelligence, these intergovernmental departments and agencies, and that never came. So I was really surprised that never came. Pleasantly surprised, obviously. So that was already a good sign, and the fact that they've had judges knocking the SEC back each time is just become better and better for for Ripple. And we've reached a point now where I think anybody would be surprised if this didn't result in, as Stuart said in his tweet, a complete surrender by the SEC. If this case doesn't get thrown out, I think everybody will be shocked now, whereas that wasn't the case a year or 2 years ago. Everybody was quite worried and wondering what is actually going to happen here with Ripple and these two guys. And I think this is going to be good for XRP as well, because, well, certainly for the price, because, I mean, if that does happen, XRP is just going to go up anyway, but especially in this market. I mean, we've just had Bitcoin go to 35k yesterday. So this is going to be sort of the icing on the cake. I think we're going to see XRP go to levels we haven't seen before, because there's been a lot of suppression, you know, people not buying because maybe they liked XRP and they liked Ripple and believed in it, but just didn't invest because of the ongoing court case. Now, if that gets thrown out, obviously you can imagine there's going to be a lot of money just waiting to jump in, which will, of course, do wonders for the price of XRP. So another interesting case, and hopefully this gets thrown out. I mean, this has just been a waste of time, in my opinion. As always, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notifications bell if you found some value in this video. And I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.